Okay, I'm going to be explaining this chart here. This is the entries and exits into the Ethereum validator queue. And you can see there's a massive spike right here, which is in the past couple days. And the reason why this is massively spiked is due to Kiln exiting their Ethereum validators. And Kiln is one of the largest liquid staking protocols out there. But before I go into this and explain this article, I did want to remind you guys, if you want to support me in this channel, you can do so by trading your cryptos at trade.what.exchange and use my referral code AlphaStack. What Exchange is an awesome DeFi protocol that allows you to do futures positions on all sorts of different cryptos, Bitcoin, Solana, Pump, whatever you want. Thank you for listening to that. Let's get into this video. So like I said, Kiln has exited their Ethereum validator position. And this is important because you can see Kiln is ranked as number 5 largest Ethereum stakers. And the reason why they're exiting this position is because, like I said, their protocol got hacked. Unfortunately, SwissBorg is the one that actually lost money here. So SwissBorg is like another liquid staking protocol, and they use Kiln as their kind of backend. And Kiln had this API attack, and it caused SwissBorg to lose 41 million in Solana. It's actually not even in Ethereum. This was 41 million in Solana. But in response, Kiln decided to exit their Ethereum positions just to be safe. And like I said, this is important because they are the 5th largest liquid staking protocol out there. So if they leave their entire position, this is going to have dramatic repercussions on the ecosystem. And this is what you're seeing here. So that's what's explaining this chart here. But I want to kind of also go into what Ethereum staking is and what types of repercussions this is going to have on the larger ecosystem, say the price. So the first thing we can note is that you can see on this chart here, new Ethereum staking flows is massively down. And this is probably due to this giant queue, because if you put your money in, then you have to wait to get it out later. So going into that, this is how Ethereum staking works. Essentially, there's these 3 steps. First, you need 32 Ether deposited into a validator. You need to give your public key, which is where the money's going to go to, and your withdrawal key. Sorry, public key used for staking and public key used for withdrawals, where the money is sent to. And essentially, that's locked into a smart contract, and then you become a validator. Okay? But you are also able to exit. And in order to exit, you kind of have to do the same thing. You have to give these keys, and then you will get your 32 Ether back. But there's a catch here. In order to get into the validator and also to get out of the validator, there is a queue. You can see here there's a queue for both sides. So this one here, right? So this is the entry queue. If I want to enter the staking, I have to wait 8 days. And if I want to exit, now I have to wait 43 days. Again, the reason why there's such a huge discrepancy is because of this Kiln API hack and then withdrawing the funds all at one time. So the immediate repercussions is what I just showed you here. So there's less people staking new ETH. You can see this here too, like 1 month change. So Binance, actually, if you look at all these are all people that have decreased their ETH staking over the past 1 month, except from Binance, who has increased for some reason. And the final thing I wanted to mention is that even though this may look bad, ETH staking going down, this is actually done on purpose, right? So like it says here, this is for security reasons. Given each validator is limited to a maximum effective balance of 32 ETH, this prevents large portions of ETH from potentially being used in an attack and then quickly exiting from the network all at once. So what that means is they are able to, these stakers here, so where to go? These stakers here, when they're withdrawing their funds, right here, when they're withdrawing their funds, they can only do it at 32 ETH per chunk. And that's shown here. This is one block, and you can see that there's 16 withdrawals. And this is, well, this is not a good example, but essentially this recipient, this is one wallet that is kind of claiming their rewards, okay? But each block can have 16 withdrawals in one block, and the maximum here is 32 ETH. And so that is on purpose, right? So this is gonna slow down the withdrawals, which is gonna protect the price balance of Ethereum long term. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that explains this kind of massive jump here. In my opinion, this is not a huge issue. These guys are doing it on purpose and for security reasons. They're going to essentially withdraw and then start to deposit again over time, just so they're going to check their keys and make sure everything's good. So thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. Again, please, if you want to support me, you can trade on What Exchange using my referral code, AlphaStack. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.